and welcome to my channel. My name is Leora. If you're new, ooh, my voice cracked. My name is Leora if you're new here. So today we're gonna be going over the 5 most expensive dental schools you can apply to at this moment when I'm making the video. So there may be new tuition rates that come out after I make this video, so keep that in mind. So the resources that I used were the ADEA Dental School Guide. ADEA Official Guide to Dental Schools. Clearly didn't read that. I used that book as well as the online resource, which is the Dental Schools Directory. I did the, what is it called? Like the package deal. So I wanted to be able to access information online as well as, I just like having a hard copy, and that's just me. A quick, why did I make this video?
Why?
So I didn't see any good resource out there at the moment for this coming cycle, and tuition rates are always increasing every year. And so I wanted to make an Excel sheet with every single dental school in the US and have this available for all of the pre-dental students so that they could really take into consideration just how much dental school debt they will be looking at. These are going to be the most up-to-date numbers that I could find. So between the ADEA official guide, their numbers are pulled for the 2017-2018 year, and I made a spreadsheet for the 2018-2019 year. Again, that was this past year, so schools should have that information available, right? Well, not always. And you'll see that in the spreadsheet. I tried to be as thorough as I could in the spreadsheet, and that spreadsheet will be available to all who would love to access it. It's going to be in the I cannot talk today, I'm sorry. It is going to be linked in the description box. So if you don't care to watch the video and like, I just want to see the spreadsheet, well, it's linked below. So I am going to break down the Excel sheet and kind of just show you my thought process as I was making it. We're going to go over the 5 most expensive dental schools you can apply to and the 5 least expensive dental schools you can apply to. And it's going to be quite the ride. I believe you're going to be a little shook at the results. I know, I was very surprised to see the numbers for some of these schools. So let's get into it. Okay, so here is the Excel sheet that I made. We have a lot of different colors going on here. So I named this the 2018-2019 dental school costs. And with that, we have a light red, a light blue, and a white. So the white is going to be the 2018-2019 tuition rates. The blue is going to be pulled from the ADEA Official Guide to Dental Schools. Those are the 2017-2018 rates. And the red is the most recent tuition rates, and that is the 2019-2020. You see all the numbers on the side. I organized this by price. And the way you can do this for any column is go to that drop-down menu and go to sort sheet, A to Z or Z to A, depending on what you want. But A to Z, that'll give you the least amount to the most amount for dental schools. And obviously Z to A would be the opposite. And again, you can do this for any of the columns if you want to see those sorted whatever way you would like. Okay, now that we know that, oh, and there's an orange. There was one school where they did not have their tuition rates up for their last year, and that is because they are a brand new school and they haven't put those out on the internet yet, and they were also not recorded in the ADEA official guide. So I guessed, I just used the 3rd year's tuition, not reported, so guessed. And that was, I believe it was Toro. Going back to why we're all here. So let us take a look at the top 5 least expensive dental schools to apply to first. picking the number 1 spot, we have Southern Illinois. Now, if you are in state for Illinois and you do not apply to Southern Illinois, there's something wrong with you. This is the only school under $200,000. That is crazy. So props to Southern Illinois for having such a low cost. I think that's awesome. I wish more schools would follow this example, but I don't really know too much about Southern Illinois. Maybe they need updates, but I would imagine that the education you get here will be just as good as anywhere else. Moving on to the number 2 spot, we have the University of Utah. And again, most of these cheaper schools are going to be for in-state. So number 2 is University of Utah at $218,000. Number 3 is going to be West Virginia with $226,000. Number 4, least expensive dental school to apply to, is going to be Texas A&M University at $232,000. And then number 5 is going to be UT Health San Antonio at $238,000. Now those are the top 5 least expensive dental schools to apply to. Again, if you are in state for any of those schools, that is why it is so good to apply to your in-state schools. You know, picking the cheaper school is gonna save you a lot of grief in the long run. Okay. And the number 1 spot for the most expensive dental school to apply to at this moment at $558,000 is going to be Midwestern University in Illinois. Now that is insanely high compared to the cheapest, and also a little bit ironic that you will find the most expensive and the least expensive dental schools to apply to in the same state. A little crazy. The number 2 most expensive dental school to apply to is Midwestern University, but in Arizona. So Midwestern takes the cake for being in the top 2 most expensive slots. Number 3 at $531,000 is University of Maryland, but only if you're out of state. So something interesting about the University of Maryland is that the difference in tuition for in-state and out-of-state is over $100,000. That is crazy. So really think about this if you are applying to University of Maryland and you're out-of-state. Number 4 most expensive dental school to apply to at $529,000 is Medical University of South Carolina, and that is also known as MUSC. So if you are out of state for South Carolina, this is a very big price tag to consider. And the number 5 slot, will you guess it? Let's find out. It is NYU. We knew this would probably come up, didn't we? Their price tag is around $524,000. And again, keep the color coding into consideration. The red are going to be the most updated numbers. Those are for the 2019-2020. White is 2018-2019, and blue is going to be pulled from the ADEA official guide, and those are pulled from 2017-2018 tuition rates. So I could not find the cost of living on NYU's website, so I pulled from the ADEA book, and that's why it's here. So those are your top 5 most expensive dental schools to apply to. You know what, since I'm going to Tufts, let's also take a look and see where they rank. Let's see here. Here we go. Tufts comes in at $465,000, and they are ranked number 17. So that's not too bad. I knew that Tufts is definitely one of the more expensive schools to apply to. Let's see how many schools are over $500,000 at this moment. So starting here, University of Illinois, you know, comes right at the cusp of that 500,000. So there are 8 schools at the moment that are over 500,000 for tuition and cost of living. That is not good. Okay, let's look at how many are over 400,000. Oh, University of New England, just barely getting over that hump. So we have 49 schools. So this may include in-state and out-of-state, so maybe I shouldn't say schools, but roughly 49 schools. I recommend that you copy this to your drive, and then from there you can edit it whichever way you like. I'm not sure if you can sort through this spreadsheet because I have anyone with the link can view it, but definitely copy it onto your drive and you will be able to do whatever you like to the spreadsheet. Again, this will be linked in the description box. Please use it. I put it on Google Drive because I wanted anyone who watched this video to be able to copy it onto their drive so that they could edit it. As a viewer, you cannot edit it because obviously I don't want you changing any of the numbers because people will be looking at this as a reference, but you can copy it to your drive and then be able to edit it. So please do that and filter it whatever way you would like and change the numbers as you go, and, or as schools update their tuition prices. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you hate talking about money, you know what, just give it a thumbs down, that's fine. I hope that everyone had a good Easter weekend / holiday, and I will see you all in the next one.